Alright, so today we're going to talk about summer care, caring for chickens in the high summer heat. Especially here in Texas where we are, it's very important to care for your chickens in the summer heat, much more important than even the winter times when it freezes. The chickens are made for the colder weather here, but not made for the Texas summer heat. So as you can see, our chickens, it's pretty warm out here today, getting near 100 degrees now, and they are already starting to slightly pant, and that is a normal thing for the summer. But anytime it's over about 90 degrees or 85 degrees and up is the time to really pay attention to your chickens. They can have heat stroke, heat-induced stress, or even death can occur when they become overheated. Now, their normal body temperature is usually between 103 degrees Fahrenheit and 107 degrees Fahrenheit is their normal chicken body temperature. The chickens, they do not sweat. They pant just like a dog does. And they lose their heat through their combs, waddle like a radiator, and is released through there usually. And they also can release their heat from their legs, droppings, and slightly of the spreading their wings. They'll open their wings a little bit and let the breeze come through there as well. And they also will cool down in their dust bath. If you've seen my previous video, the dust bath, the chickens will cool themselves down by digging down into the soil and the dirt and cool themselves off also. Now they will eat much less during the hot summertime. They will drink much more. They will naturally on their own find a lot more shaded spaces to sleep and rest, and they will forage much less and may slow down or even stop laying eggs in the summer. Now the heavy-bodied breeds like cooler weather more. These are like the heritage type breeds. All of our chickens here are a heritage type heavy-bodied chicken. The light-bodied chicken is more like a Mediterranean type birds, and similar to like a leghorn, and they will do much better in a warmer climate. So make sure you give them plenty of space to sleep in their house at night. They don't want to be all crammed up inside there. They're going to put off a lot of body heat, so make sure there's plenty of space for them to sleep, and have your coop also vented for heat and to vent out the heat and moisture inside. Also, is most definitely think about where you're going to put your chicken coop and run. As we have, when we put it up here, we put it under this crepe myrtle tree next to the fence, and most of this is shaded throughout the day here, as you can see. Some of it is in the sun, but you also can put a roof or covering over some of the run, as we have done here as well. On the back side of the run is all covered for shade. So make sure also there is plenty of good airflow, windows or fans you could even put in the coop. As you can see here, we have some vents on the top here and also on the sides. Now, as far as feeding the chickens in the summertime, do not give them any corn and no scratch. So the scratch and the corn, do not use these in the summer. This is much slower to break down in their body system, and it will actually heat their bodies up as it breaks down. Much better for the winter time. It's better to give them melons or berries and freeze them as well to keep them cool. Also leafy greens, they will use the water out of the leafy greens will cool them down as well. We still give our chickens the layer feed as we normally do all year long. Free range, free choice whenever they want to come to it. We do not give them the scratch of the corn in the summer, as well as the treats that they love. The mealworms they go crazy for. Limit these as much as possible, as well as these sunflowers and safflower seeds. One thing also, do not use apple cider vinegar in the summertime. A lot of people like to use this in the water, add it to the water, but during the summer do not add apple cider vinegar. Instead, you may want to use some electrolytes. This is what we use for ours to keep them cool and hydrated through the summer as well. This will help them keep, it's like Gatorade for chickens pretty much. So this is a really great item to use in your water. One thing to keep in mind in their water, I like this 1 gallon water here I have here. It's easy to measure the electrolytes, and we frequently change the water anyway, so there's no worry of running out of water here. As you can see, we have the electrolytes added as well as ice. This is nice and cold water. Your chickens will not drink hot or warm water. They will for surely run to this cold water and during the summer. As you can see here, we also have it in a shaded area under a nice big mulberry tree. Another watering option in the summer that is really great is this, get one of these insulated coolers here. And you can get one of these attachments. This is a nipple watering system, and you can fill this thermos with ice cold water. This thing will keep cool all day, and put it under a shaded area, and they will have nice ice cold water all day long in a setup like this. So this is something to think about. Keep that in the shade, and you'll have nice fresh cold water all throughout summer for your chicken. As you can see, here's one kind of laying in the dirt in the dust bath, trying to keep cool in the shade. Very important to keep your chickens cool. Also, the water, and make sure you keep it clean. Pathogens are very active in the summertime, so they need to be clean and cool and changed very frequently to prevent any diseases or illnesses to your hens. Now, to spot overheating, if they're gasping or there is a labored panting, they're not moving, lethargic, staggering, there's a constant wing spreading, the wings are spread consistently all the time, then it's probably time to take some action. One way is you can wrap them in a cool, wet towel, or also submerge them in a cool but not cold water all the way down to their neck to bring their temperature down. So make sure they do not overheat. You don't want to give them a shock. As you can see out here, we have a lot of vegetation and plants around our shed here, and the chickens love this. They're out here most of the day under all of this foliage, and if I can get closer to show you, you can kind of see them all laying underneath here, and they are just chilling out under all of this shaded area where it's nice and cool. One thing you can also do is to hose down any areas where they stay in the summertime to keep the soil and the air much cooler, as a evaporating cooling will do. So they love watermelon. This is a great way to cool them down. It's ice cold. They'll come over here and they will just eat this whole thing up, all the way down to the rind. This is a great easy way for them to cool down in the summertime. It's not easy caring for chickens in the high heat conditions, but a little bit of adjustments can make a big difference in their comfort level and their ability to survive the summer. So make sure to really think about caring for your chickens and hens in the extreme heat of the summertime. This is when the most amount of problems will occur in the summer from overheating. So thanks for watching. Make it a great day.